In this video, I'm going to show you how to add email marketing to your blog. Coming up. Hello everyone and welcome. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to add email marketing to your existing blog. So this could be ideal if you're a freelance designer or you want to generate some leads on your own website. But before I begin, I'd like to remind you that if you haven't bought Divi yet, so if you buy Divi using my affiliate link, you're going to get access to my web design formula course, a course that teaches you how to design professional looking websites with Divi. Now this will come to you absolutely free if you use my affiliate link, which is in the video description below. And also I have another course called Photoshop for Web Designers. This is also part of the bonuses. All you have to do is to go to funnelstoincome.com once you've bought the Divi using my link, of course. Click on the bottom right, there's a chat bubble there. Send me your receipt number or the actual receipt and I'll give you access to the course. All right, so let's dive in and let me show you how to set up email marketing for your blog. All right, so what we're going to do here is to start off from scratch. So over here, if we take a look at our post, it's going to look something like this. So I'm going to go over here and click on all posts. I'm just going to open this in a new tab so we can see everything. So if I click here on view, we're going to see that pretty much this is a basic blog. And if you scroll down here, we have your featured image. You also have your image for your blog and also the text. So let's say you want to add your email opt-in. So there's two ways to do this. The not so cool way is if you just go in here, activate Divi and add your module that way. But of course, I'm going to show you the best way to do this, which will be applied to pretty much all your blog posts. So to do this, first of all, of course, you want to have your email autoresponder. This could be either MailChimp or ConvertKit or MailPoet. So there's quite a lot of services out there that you can use, and Divi is compatible with all of them, which is fantastic, or most of them rather. So don't quote me on that one. All right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to come over here and we're going to go into Divi Theme Builder. Okay, so what we need to do is to create a template for all our blog posts. So I'm going to come over here to all posts and create template. All right, so I'm going to go into my custom body here, build custom body. So this is pretty much the content that we have here on our blog post, which is pretty much this. So as you can see, I'm sure you can agree with me that this doesn't look very exciting. It's pretty boring. So this template here will give us more control of how to control that. All right, so I'm going to click here on build from scratch. So I'm going to add a single column and let's add our post content. So this post content module is going to control our content on this page. Okay. Next, we're going to add another module. Now this is going to be our email opt-in module. Okay. So I'm going to search for email opt-in and here it is. Great. So now that we have this, we just need to go in and further customize this. So first of all, I'm just going to get rid of all this text here. And the title, we can say subscribe now. Now, of course, you can add whatever text you want here. Ideally, I wouldn't just use subscribe to our blog. I would think of something of value that you want to give away for free in exchange for the email address. What usually works here is, let's say, mini courses or templates or even recipes, ebooks and all that good stuff. So those are the sort of things that people are willing to exchange for the email address. If you just say subscribe to our blog, it ain't going to work. So you want to really go deep and find something that you can put together of value that you can give your audience. Okay, so this is just for, example purposes. Okay. So this is the website I used just to copy, some dummy text. So this could be maybe a description for your opt-in. So we're going to paste it in here. Now, as you can see, the layout here doesn't look great. So what we're going to do is we are going to go here into fields. So another tip here is not to collect the last name because people are sensitive with their personal information. And what I may also remove here is the first name, but sometimes you can leave your the first name here. It doesn't really matter. What it matters here the most is the email part of this. Okay. So now that I've done that, the next step is to come over here to my background. Now I really want to stylize this and make it look nice. So let's give this a background color. Okay. So it can stand out so that we can know that our eye is drawn to that area because it's an email subscription. Okay, so now that I have this, what I'm going to do next is to come over here to design and layout. So I want my body here to be on the top like that. Okay, so you have your description on the top, the form on the bottom. Okay, The next step now is to really customize all this and make it look really nice by going into the text and so on. So I'm going to start over here with my text. I'm going to center everything. And then I am going to go into spacing and give this a bit more breathing space. So let's start with 30 all around. Okay, so I'm going to increase this. Let's go with 48. And I'm going to do the same here. Okay, now notice that I've used these chains. That's because I want to apply the same values both to the top and the bottom, left and right. It's easier that way. Next, I'm going to give it some rounded corners just to make it look much nicer. So I'm going to go with 6 here. Okay. Now the next step is to customize my font here to really make this stand out. So when I hover over here, you see I get these brushes. So if I click here on this brush, it'll take me directly to my font, and the font I'm going to use is Montserrat. Okay, so let's make this really dark. Nah, that's not working. Okay, let's make it bold, and let's increase the size a little bit. And we also need to do the same here to the body text. So I'm going to click here on this brush tool. And then we're going to change this to Montserrat, increase the size a little bit. Let's give this some line height. There we go. But you know what? 22 may be a bit too much. So let's bring this down. Let's go with 18. I think 18 looks much better. Okay. So now with that information, the next step is to maybe customize here the area where people can add in their email. So I'm going to set this to transparent, and then the fields text color, change this to, okay, we're going to go with white. The focus color, you know what? Let's go with transparent. Text focus color, I'll just leave it as white. That's not a problem. In fact, let me see. Nah, let's leave it as white. All right, so moving on. For our text here, I'm just going to increase the size a little bit to about, let's go with 18. Okay. Now I need to add a border to this. So as you can see here, we don't have a border. So to add my border here, I'm just going to increase that to about 2, and let's make it white as well. But what we're going to change here is the button itself. So let's go ahead and customize that. So I'm going to click here on this brush tool, and this is going to take us to our button. Now, in order for us to go in and customize our button, we need to click here on use custom styles for button. Okay. Now we have the ability to go in and add our text color, which is going to be white, and then our background color, we want this really dark color. And as you can see here, this color works really great because it's from our color palette. So we have here our call to action. It says subscribe, and that's looking great. All right, so I'm going to save that, and pretty much this is our email opt-in. So you may be thinking, okay, the job is done. Well, not really, because we need to make sure that this is connected to our email autoresponder. So this is where now we can come to our module settings. Let's just go back in and I'll show you how to do that. Right, so over here, you want to go to your email account. So this is where your service provider is. So MailChimp, ConvertKit, Emma, there's quite a lot here we can choose from. So let's say I've chosen ConvertKit. I can go in here and click on add. Now, the reason why my lists are not showing here is because I need to add my API key. So let's say my account name is Mac. Just give it a name. I don't have, in fact, I do have my API key, which you get from ConvertKit, but I'm not going to add it here. And let's say my fields here have been added back on. Let me just go in and remove the name. Sorry about that. All right, so I'm going to save now, but pretty much that's how you go in and add your API keys so that when someone signs in here, they get added to your mailing list. Oh, now I forgot one more important thing here, and that is, let's say someone has signed up. You can specify what needs to happen next. So let's say you want to add a success message. You can just add your message over here. But if you want to direct them to a specific URL, which is like a thank you page or, something along those lines, you need to first create that page, and then you come over here to redirect URL and paste your URL over here. Okay, so pretty much that's what you need to do. I'm going to save that. And then over here now, let's just go in and fix this. We need to customize our text here by coming over here to text. Let's change this to Montserrat because pretty much everything else is in that. I've made my text darker here. I can also make my titles here bold. Like that. And if I need to further customize this, I can go in and change colors, the links, and all that great stuff. And over here on the image, let's go in and give this some rounded corners, because remember, our email opt-in has some rounded corners as well. And we set this to 6. Okay, so I'm going to hit update, save this, and then close out of here, save changes. All right, so here is our first blog. This is what it looked like. So now if I refresh this page, because I've just created a template, you can see here that things have changed. I've got my heading here, my description text, and if I scroll down here, now I have my subscribe. So if you add an email here, hit subscribe, you're going to be added onto the mailing list. Now, this template here has been added pretty much across all the posts on your website, but if you want, you can come over here and specify where you want the template to be added. So this is the power of adding your email opt-in using the theme builder that comes in with Divi. So it's really, really powerful. So go ahead, try it out and see how it works for you. So pretty much that's all I have for you in today's video. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments box below. And also don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell notification. By doing so, you'll be notified when I release new tutorials. Until next time, thanks for watching, and I'll see you again in the next video. Take care.